Are you interested in learning how to build confidence and self-esteem in kids? All of this while building your own small business? Stay with me. I've got some fun activities to share. The exact ones that I use in my own successful after-school programs. So I'm here every week with new videos about creativity, small business tips, and ways to create real change in kids' lives. So subscribe to my channel and hit the bell to be notified when I post a new video every Tuesday. So many of you know I've been conducting after-school drama club programs on campuses for over a decade, and we've had thousands of kiddos go through our successful program. I believe that through our business, we are helping to cultivate a culture through our drama club programs that help create self-confidence, inclusion, and ultimately higher self-esteem in these students. Having a small business that really makes a difference in kids' lives and their parents is so gratifying, and I believe it's why it's so successful. Today I'm going to give you 3 games that you can play with your kids. These are some of the exact games we play in our drama club programs that help build confidence and self-esteem. Now, by the end of this video, you'll have some ideas to use in a summer camp, in a classroom, or even at your next family gathering. Game number 1, Zip, Zap, Zap. Now, you begin by having all participants stand in a circle. Ask the group to repeat the words together, zip, zap, zap. Introduce the activity. Imagine that I have a bolt of energy in my hands. To start the game, I will send out the bolt of energy of my body with a strong forward motion straight to someone else in the circle and say zip. And the next person takes the energy and passes it immediately to someone else saying zap. Then that person passes it on to another with a zap. The game continues and the zip, zap, zop sequence is repeated as the energy moves around the circle. Sending the energy must be done through eye contact and with hand-body gestures so that the recipient is clear that the energy is coming directly to them. Now the idea is to speed up the game so there is no hesitation, just moving the energy forward, and the zip, zap, zop must be done in that order. And yes, there will be some mistakes. Take a look.
Zip.
Zap. Zop.
Zip. Zap. Zop. Zip.
Zap.
Zop.
Now, you can play this game with no exclusions or outs, or you can eliminate players throughout when they miss or mess up so that you can kind of have the last person standing. Totally up to you. Now, this game is a great icebreaker and gets everyone on their feet and their minds engaged and focused. So tell me this, does your job fill you up? Are you making a real difference with your work? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. Game number 2, yes and. The purpose of this game is to have players build off of one another's ideas. The basis of this game and all improvisation activities is to facilitate that everybody's contribution is worthy and accepted without judgment. The game requires players to embrace the ideas offered by fellow players. The game starts with someone from the group throwing out an idea. Subsequent players will respond with a yes and, followed by an idea that adds to the previous player's statement. Let's take a look.
I love going to my English class.
Yes, and my English teacher is amazing.
Yes, and I love to read poetry.
Yes, and I read poems to kids in class.
Yes, and I read them very happily.
Yes, and everybody always applauds.
You can do this with as many players as you would like. You can work with this game with as few as 2 players, or include an entire circle of players to add on to the idea and story. See how far and where the story goes.
Yes, and I love to perform in front of my class.
Yes, and the kids love to watch me perform.
Yes, and poems are my favorite thing.
Yes, and I'm kind of annoying.
Yes, and I wrote a poem about being annoying.
Yes, and it was a huge hit with my friends.
The end.
Game number 3, the professor. Now, the purpose of this activity is to cultivate quick thinking, working as a team, and it's certainly improvisation at its best. Just when you think something is headed one direction and it goes into a completely different way, what next? How do you react? Begin by getting 4 or more volunteers from the group to line up in front of the group. This group is the professor. Then solicit an open-ended question from the audience or the rest of the group. Now, an open-ended question is one that cannot be answered by yes or no. So it's like, why is the sky blue? Take a look.
Question number 87.
Why is drama so important?
It's a great question, Professor. The question is, why is drama so important?
Drama.
Is
So important
Because
it
let's
us know
how
to
have a
good
time
and conversation.
with
other
Kids. Period.
Think about coming up with questions that pertain to your specific team situations, your school campus, and so on. Okay, so who else is really ready to make a difference in our youth? We use these fun improvisation games in our own drama club curriculum. We believe that these games, coupled with our successful program, has made a big difference, boosting self-confidence and self-esteem in our students. So are you interested in implementing your own drama club program at your school and helping students find their voice? I've got a great freebie that you can download. The first 8 steps to starting your own drama club business. You can grab it with the link in the description below. And hey, if you want to join a community of passionate people who are advocates for their students just like you, I have a Facebook page where I share up-to-date creative ideas, activities, and even life hacks to help you when your brain is fried and you need a little creative inspiration. You'll find that Facebook community link below. If you like this video, please let me know by liking it, subscribe, and share it with your fellow educators and parents. And comment with bravo if this video helped ignite your creativity. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.